Fantastic. Great. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Transformational Tuesday, which is the second Tuesday of every month for our HEAT team. And I was just talking to Nikki in this group. This is my 18th month of hosting Transformational Tuesday, and it has been such an incredible journey for me personally, but also I feel a gift to our community to really be able to just pull from some of the most wise, wonderful people that I know and really share that wisdom with our group. As we know, this is a business. Oh, thank you, Patty. This is a personal development journey, cleverly disguised as a business. And we never want to lose sight of, outside of the daily workings of follow-up calls and all the things that we know are vital to our business. We also know that those deep dives into our hearts, our minds, our souls are so key to this journey. So no better person to guide us tonight than a new friend of mine, Alaya Ketani, who I met in a networking group. And just Alaya's energy, her wisdom, her credentials, which, my goodness, I'll try to do these justice, Alaya, because she has so much training over 40 years of just diving deep into helping people discover their greatness. I just felt like when I started working with Alaya, I just knew that I wanted to share that with my larger community. So when Alaya begins speaking, I will go ahead and put a link in the chat here. Alaya does free consultations, but it's just been amazing. So Alaya considers herself a change agent, as I said, over 40 years of experience helping her clients clear the blocks long term to step into their greatness. She's a hypnotherapist, holistic consultant, NLP, neuroscience, and somatic practitioner. Amazing. She's a mentor, a mediator, and speaker, and her work focuses on working with individuals to facilitate sustainable shifts and gain skills to transform their lives, relationships, behaviors, and actualize their soul purpose. Who doesn't want that? Her expertise includes medical, clinical, alchemical, conversational, transpersonal hypnotherapy, trauma-specific modalities, intuitive guidance, meditation, and mindfulness instruction, nervous system regulation, and mind mastery skills training. And she sees clients virtually around the globe in workshops and on-site for hospitals, assisted living, peak performance, and corporate seminars. So as I said, Alaya is just amazing. And just speaking personally, Alaya has really guided me over the past couple of months to just really discover some blocks and create daily rituals and, just look at aspects of myself that were holding me back. So it's been an amazing journey, but I don't want to take any more of Alaya's time. I want to turn this over to you, Alaya, and just let you go. So thank you so much for being here with us tonight.
Thank you so much, Kirsten, and hi, everybody. Tonight's just going to be a little guided meditation that will help you tune into various aspects of yourself and come into a new awareness of your brilliance and your greatness as your true self. So let me ask a few questions before we start, and feel free to remove your mute and just one at a time answer briefly. First of all, I'd like to know what your favorite place in nature is, and very briefly why.
Okay, I can go.
Okay.
The beach and anywhere there's near trees, because I feel like that's the universe whispering knowledge and understanding. And there's an energy at the beach that is unexplainable for me.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'd say the mountains, and prefer high mountain lakes and that. And that's just where I feel closest to God, is in nature, and especially away from technology.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else?
I'll ditto Leslie. I'm a mountain girl. There's nothing like being on a mountaintop for me.
Okay.
think for
Anybody
me,
else?
it's just anything out in nature, regardless of where it's at. I like to be out.
Anybody else with a favorite setting?
I would say I like also the mountains and a lake in the mountains.
Okay. All right. And then you don't have to answer this out loud, but consider two aspects, also called parts of yourself, roles that you play, that you feel have a significant influence on your life and how you engage business. So it could be as a mother, as a wife, as an artist, as a musician. Consider two primary aspects of yourself that you feel have the most significant influence on you in your life and in your business. And just let me know somehow so that I can see if everybody's got two of them in mind.
Leah, do you want people to put them in the chat? Would
No,
that be
you can
helpful?
keep them to
No?
yourself because we're going
Okay.
to use them. I just want to know that
Gotcha.
everybody has two in mind before we start. Great, Leslie. Thanks. Yeah. Everybody? Thank you, Lori. Heidi? Nikki? Sheila? Is there anybody who needs any more time? Okay. So as I say, this is just going to be a guided journey. It's not going to be hypnosis or hypnotherapy because I don't have your consent for that. So the difference is, I know the difference. There's many different types of guided visualizations that are not hypnosis. So being of high integrity, this is not going to be hypnosis, but it is going to be a beautiful and wonderful meditation, guided meditation. Is everybody comfortable? Have your phones off? Know you're not going to be interrupted. Ready to have a little rest and reset. Thanks, Heidi. All right. And Kirsten is making her way to somewhere different.
Somewhere restful.
Yeah. Wait till you get there. There she is. Okay, great. We have somebody just joining now. Janet, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi. So
Hi.
what you missed is if you can consider two primary aspects of yourself, like two parts, like that have a significant influence on your life and in your business, meaning maybe it's being a mother or a wife or an artist or a musician or a daughter or a sister. If you can land on two, we're going to use two of those in this guided meditation, okay?
Thank you.
Okay. All right, then let's just bring ourselves centered here in the here and now by bringing our gentle awareness to our seat, whatever we're sitting on, where our bottom of our body meets that seat, and where the seat meets our body and the space around that. And then bringing our gentle awareness to the temperature of the air on our face, and where our face meets the air and the space around that. And then noticing our breath as our breath breathes us in and out, noticing how that feels in our body and where we feel that breathing in and breathing out. And with each breath in and each breath out, we call in all the energies from our day, inside and outside this room that may still be with us. And with the out breath, we breathe out those energies. And with the in breath, we bring ourselves right here, right now, in our body, on our seat, breathing in and breathing out. You may notice thoughts are busy. That's okay. Perhaps imagine a beautiful bird in a vast blue sky, soaring and gliding, carrying your thoughts away. So we're not pushing them away and we're not grasping them. We're simply allowing them to come and go as they do. And we recenter with our breath in our body, sitting here as each breath breathes us in and breathes us out. And perhaps you'd like to imagine that that bird soaring in the blue, blue sky up above is above a beautiful mountain, high mountain top. You could smell the smell of the trees, the freshness in the air. Perhaps you can hear the birds singing, squirrels jumping on the branches, and perhaps there's a breeze that's blowing through the branches and the leaves, keeping the temperature just the perfect temperature for you. And as you walk along a path on this mountaintop, you can see up ahead a beautiful lake surrounded by hills and the forest trees, and the lake is very blue. And the sun is glimmering on the waters of the lake like diamonds, glimmering its luminous, radiant energy. That radiant energy is that all in all that we are, and that is the all and all that created the mountain and the lake and us. And with each breath in and each breath out, we begin to smell the smells and hear the sounds and notice the different colors in the leaves and the branches and the waters, noticing all the subtleties of the emotions. We remember that neuroscience tells us when we use our imagination with all of our senses, the same neurochemicals go through our body as if we are actually there doing what we're imagining. And so we do. We notice the glimmering lake and we hear the sound of the water as it moves against the shore. Perhaps there's a boat way off at a distance that causes a ripple in the waters. Can you hear that ripple? Can you feel the temperature in the air and smell the fresh smells of that beautiful mountaintop? And as you do, you start to slide on down to a comfortable place where you're supported and you can see out around the beautiful scenery. You can feel so comfortable, so at ease, and so safe. And as you sit there, you notice another person coming down the path. They feel totally safe. And as they start to get closer, you notice they actually are an aspect or a part of you. So as that part comes closer, consider which part is it? Which of the two significant parts of you is this coming to join you? And as she or he gets closer, how does she hold herself? What is her posture? What is her gait? As she approaches, how does she look at you and how do you greet her? Invite her to sit with you and notice how she does that and where. And once seated, you notice another person is coming down the path as well. This is the other primary part of you that has a significant influence on your life and your business. Notice how she or he is walking, holding their body and their head. Notice the pace and how she or he may greet you while approaching. And then invite her or him to sit in circle with you. Notice how these two aspects of you interact with each other. Notice how the three of you sit with each other in a circle at this beautiful mountain lake. You may also notice that there are a couple of other empty spots in the circle. One of them is the child part of you. See if you can notice what age she or he is as this child part joins the circle. And the other part is your higher self. Notice how this part sits and appears and greets you and the other three parts. Allowing a moment to observe and interact, perhaps in words, perhaps through your eyes, just sitting and noticing. And now we're going to go around the circle and we're going to invite each part to answer a question that I pose. This part might answer in words to you, might answer telepathically, or might not answer at all, and her or his answer may appear in a dream when you're sleeping or when you're on a hike, or perhaps some other time. The invitation is there and we honor the desires of each part. So as we begin, return to one of the significant parts of yourself and we ask this part, what do you need in order for the whole soul to thrive in life and in business? What do you need in order for the whole soul to thrive in life and in business? And we take a few moments to tune in and see what that part may share. And we thank that part and we honor that part of us, knowing that the communication and the invitation has been given and opened. And that communication can happen anytime, any place, and it's valuable insight. And then we move around the circle to the other significant part of us that has an impactful influence on our life and how we do business, how we feel in our life, and how we feel about engaging our business as we do. And we ask that part to share, what do you need in order for the whole soul to thrive in business and in life? And we tune in and allow whatever responses may come. And we thank that part, and we honor that part for being present with us. And the invitation for communion is open anytime, any place. Now we turn to the part that is the child part of us. And we ask that child, what do you need in order for the whole soul to thrive in business and in life? We allow that child to share however she or he feels comfortable sharing or not. And we thank that child for being present with us. And perhaps you find yourself promising that child that you will listen when that child needs to speak to us about what she or he needs. And now we turn to the part that is the higher self, our higher self, filled with wisdom and vision, navigating life skillfully. And we ask her or him to share the insight that the whole soul may need, that the parts that have spoken or have been invited to speak may need, that the little child may need, the higher self who likely has seen the future and has wisdom to share. And we pause to receive whatever the highest self may choose to share now. And as we tune into the higher self and we see the glimmering radiance of the sun on the waters and the beautiful blue, blue sky up above, the vast, expansive sky, and the radiance of the bird soaring and gliding, we become aware, and perhaps we hear through our own wise self, I am not my body, bodies come and go, and yet I remain. I am not my emotions, emotions come and go, and yet I remain. I am not my thoughts, thoughts come and go, and yet I remain. I am pure awareness, wherein thoughts, emotions, and sensations arise, abide, change, and dissolve. Here and now, I choose to rest in pure awareness as pure awareness and let thoughts, emotions, and sensations flow without me, not letting any of them define me, not resisting any of them, and not clinging to any. By feeling myself as pure awareness, the pure seeing itself, beyond the thought of a seer, and not bound by the seen, I center myself within myself and find the peace of being pure awareness. I find the brilliance and the creativity and the authenticity of being pure awareness. Pure awareness is like the sun shining on things, illuminating all things so that they can be experienced. Pure awareness is like the sky with clouds of experience floating within itself. The sky has no boundaries, no place where my awareness ends or your awareness begins. We are united in the one awareness that is. Pure awareness is like the ocean with waves of individuality moving across its surface, being themselves, constantly overlapping and crossing each other, yet united in the substance of the ocean, the energy of pure awareness. And it is through that pure awareness that I am tapped in and tuned into the brilliance of who and what I truly am. The magnificence of my creation guides, supports, and directs me in all things of life and business so that I am easily adaptable, can approach others through the unity of that beautiful, pure awareness that we all are, and represent my true self in all that I do in my walk in life and in my business, thriving in that brilliance that is the true me, that pure, radiant awareness. And then we allow each part in the circle to stand as we, the whole soul, move into the center of the circle and receive each part integrating back into ourself one at a time, one significant aspect of ourself, and then the other, the small child part, and our higher self, all integrating into the one brilliant, beautiful, true self that we are. We look out over the waters of the lake and the radiant diamond energies of light that glisten, knowing that that pure radiance is us. It is the blood that moves through our veins. It is that very breath that breathes us in and breathes us out. And we carry that present centered awareness with us each day, throughout the moments of the day, becoming more and more authentic in the brilliance that we are in life and in business, walking back down the path into the presence of us together here and now, feeling comfortable as I count from 1 to 5 to open your eyes and return into the presence of our gathering tonight as I say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Everyone opening their eyes, recentering, and being prepared to carry on with your wonderful meeting. And back to you, Kirsten.
I feel like my voice is going to just break the spell, but Alaya, that was absolutely magical. And, you know, it's just what I got to experience with you every week for those weeks that we worked together. And I guess I just invite this community to use this guidance, you know, this meditation, use the parts of it that help you align with yourself before you go forth and do those difficult things where you know you need to be connected, aligned, and you know, unified and authentic. And I just Alaya, I just appreciate so much how you weave all of those aspects together. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. I do offer free consult. This is just one small way of how I work with people. There's a whole myriad of different approaches, but I hope that it has brought you to a place of peace and that you enjoy your evening. Going to sign off
Thank
now.
you.
Yes,
Before
Nikki.
you hop off, I'm just wondering, does anybody have a comment or something that they feel like they need to say before Alaya says goodbye?
Sure, or a question. Yeah, sure.
I mean, just to take a minute or two. Yeah, Heidi.
I have a question. So I totally drifted off.
Uh-huh. It's okay.
And then I kind of missed the inner child part, because I think I was in a different realm, obviously. And I'm just curious, what is it? I mean, obviously don't read into that too much, but will that still have penetrated? I'm curious.
What is your question, though? I'm not sure of your question.
Well, during the meditation, even though I
Right.
kind of didn't feel like I understood or even heard parts of
Oh
it.
yeah, you heard it.
Okay.
You heard it. Yeah, you don't have to consciously hear it to hear it, right? It's like we're walking down the sidewalk feeling like we're in a great mood, and suddenly our state changes. Something subconscious. It was some sound, some words, some sight, something subconscious impacted our state. The same way with this, we can hear things consciously, we can hear things and be aware of things subconsciously. So you heard it. Even, even when people are sleeping, even when people are have anesthesia for surgery, we're hearing it. And I had surgery years ago. I told the surgeon, I gave him a script of what he could say and couldn't say.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that next time. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully next time
Also
I
the music
surgery.
also the music I wanted played in the operating room.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that.
Sure.
Mm.
Anybody?
I'd like to share. I'd like to share real quickly. I'm actually, your voice is so perfect for this for me. Like, how people's voices just resonate with you. Yours resonated with me. And I have to say, I'm really happy that we recorded this because I was walking through this whole thing. So that was kind of a cool way to do it because I kind of just kept hearing what you were saying and it resonated with me in a different way. So I appreciate that.
And who is
And I'm going to
this?
go back and listen to the recording. This is Beth. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Thank you,
walking.
Beth. I'm
So
glad.
yeah.
Thanks, Beth.
Randy, did you have something?
Yes, I have a question. I am hearing impaired. I have nerve damage in my ears from birth, so I have hearing aids. And whenever I do yoga or meditation, if I close my eyes, I'm not able to understand all the words that you say. And that upsets me more than just leaving my eyes open and taking it in, that way.
Sure.
Is that okay to keep
Of
my
course
eyes
it
open?
is. Yeah, that's why I said at the beginning, close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. In fact, when I meditate, I have my eyes straight ahead at a spot in the floor. There's different ways to meditate because I actually believe that life is meant to be a walking meditation. So when I'm in practice, my eyes, they're not bulging open, but they're open because they're simulating me walking around doing my life, right? My errands, my everything. We're not going to have a totally silent, beautiful, peaceful room in our life every time in order to stay peaceful. So that's my practice. So whatever you need is great. It's fine.
Great.
Anybody else? Okay, good to meet you all.
Thank
My
you.
Alaya, thank you
website's
so
in the
much.
chats.
Mwah.
Love to talk with you. Take good care. Much love to you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, now that we're just so calm and relaxed and could just lay down and float away, we're going to get a little excited because we're going to talk about the winner of the Illuminate contest. For those of you that remember, we said at the beginning, I think it was in the middle of April, right when Illuminate came out through May 31st, every time you shared Juice Plus, every time Illuminate with somebody and they got started and they ordered Illuminate, you were just going to post a picture of Illuminate or something with the number of the customer. So, customer number 1, 2, 3, 4 on our Facebook group. And I went through and I hashtagged all those, marked them. And so we're going to have a wheel to spin for those of you that participated that way. And I just want to congratulate all of you. Before we actually do an announcement, I just got like what I'm loving about Luminate is not only what I'm loving for myself, it's like a wake up. It's like I get more focused. It's really great, but it's so fun. The other day I had 5 or 6 women here and I just sent them home with, a stick and said, try it. Tell me what you think. There was no big education. I said maybe 10 words about nootropics and adaptogens, which they'd never heard those words. So it went right over their heads. But the very next morning, I got a text at 7:30 in the morning, said, oh my gosh, I took that Luminate yesterday. I had my drink. And how do I get it right now? I need it before I'm going on vacation. So it's so much fun just to be able to hand something to somebody and then they text you back and say, I want to get started. It's something that we've always dreamed about with Juice Plus. It happens with Juice Plus, but it doesn't happen in 30 minutes. So it's just so much fun. So I'm going to encourage you, keep a few sticks in your purse. Keep a little card with you if you've got one. And when you bump into somebody, give them a stick, get their number and say, all I want to know is how it made you feel. Tell me what you think. Super simple. Heidi.
So for those that don't know, how can they get those cards?
So it's on boards. There's two ways you can order the cards. If you go to Luminate, which is if you go to the first page of boards and you go sharing our products, and then it says sharing JPTG and Luminate. Then in the right-hand top corner is Luminate. And there's ways to order those cards right there. And, you know, I don't even know that you need a card, but it always feels good to me to give something when you're not saying anything about what Luminate is. Anybody else want to share an experience before we announce our two winners? Yeah, Heidi.
Well, I can tell you Lloyd notices when I haven't had Luminate. And he said to me, one day when we were painting and decorating our new house, he said, have you had Luminate today? And I said, no. He said, yeah, I can tell you're all over the place. You're scattered. Go have some.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Patty.
I have a neat story about a 92-year-old friend. Lori knows him, and he's an amazing man. Seriously, you wouldn't know he's 92, but he's been on Juice Plus for probably about 4 or 5 years. And so he ordered Luminate to try it. And as soon as he went through it, he goes, I want some more. I really noticed the difference. He's been taking it midday. He goes, I don't feel like I need my nap and I'm more clear-headed. He doesn't drink coffee, so I had him start with a half and he went to a full because he wasn't affected jitters wise, but that was really cool to hear. It helped him.
It is so fun, Patty. I love the quick stories and there's not, you know, like a bunch of education and time waiting and all that. Heidi, you had one more thing to add?
Yeah, thanks, Patty, for that, because you reminded me of one of my dear friends who is a Juice Plus partner, but she's more of a customer, a raving fan customer. And this girl had a stroke in her 40s and as a young mom, and literally had to learn how to walk and talk and has spasticity and disabilities from that stroke. And when I got a message from her to say that she had been happy for the first time in 16 years, that seriously just broke my heart to hear that, because I didn't know. You don't know sometimes how much people are suffering until they say, this is the first time I've been happy. And she also has noticed a difference in how the toleration with her kids that can sometimes be really, really difficult. They're, teenagers and without challenges and, just helping her around the house. And, she said she noticed that she's actually doing things around the house without actually moaning at the kids. So I think that's a really, really big win.
Yeah. So it's really been fun. So the first thing I'm going to do is announce our winner that had the most customers with Luminate. And what we decided at the beginning of the contest is the person who had the most customers would have $75. And then we would spin the wheel for those people that did get customers, and that person would get $25. So congratulations, Patty. You've got our $75. Yay. We're excited for that. I will get that to you tonight. I thank you for that. And congratulations. And do you want to, you had over 12 customers. Was there a secret? What did you do?
I think I had 13, but I just, when it came out and the challenge came out with the company and with us, I just started going through my customer list, and I don't remember what I said, but basically I told them this is super excited about this, and we're getting people to try it, and I just reached out to a ton of people to get that.
So cool. And they answered, and there you go, 12 new customers. And the thing is, that's great because it's an additional to what they're already purchasing. But this is a great one as a door opener for people to start on that and say, boy, if you loved Luminate, you need to see what our Juice Plus is like over time too, because that's going to bring some real joy and health in your life as well. So here we go. I've got the wheel. Let's see, where's my wheel set up? There we go. We're going to click it to spin right now. I'm going to hit a shuffle. And then I'm going to hit, where do I, let's see.
We don't see it. Are you sharing screen? So we don't see it.
Yes, sorry, I didn't share screen. That was good. I just went to it. Share screen right there. But I'm trying to find out also how I actually make it happen. Where is the thing that says spin it?
You just click the center.
Oh, thank you very much. Here we go. Thank you. That was way too easy, Heidi. I would have never remembered. Neat, 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 neat. And Ashley's not on our call tonight. And you have to be present to win. Sorry, Ashley. So we're going to remove her name and we're going to try again. Let's just see. Woo! Kirsten! Yay! So, Kirsten, how many actual customers did you end up with?
I ended up with 4.
Okay. I thought there might have been.
And somebody who is pending and needed to wait for a paycheck, but I've just had nothing but positive response as well for people that have tried it. So
great. So I'm going to encourage all of you to get back out there, illuminate the world. And let's see, next week is our third. I can't remember who our speaker is next week, but I know we've got one next Tuesday night. So hopefully it's in your calendar. I should have been prepared for that. And everybody just have a great rest of your week and share Juice Plus and share Illuminate. And don't forget about the U and 2 sponsorship, because there's some real serious extra money to be made this summer by just helping 2 people each month get to Partner Plus. So, oh, there's the balloons. Woo! All right, everybody.
It's Stephen Millman.
Oh, thank you. It's Stephen Millman. Thank you. I knew it was somebody big. Let's really get some people on for Stephen Millman. He's now the same guy as Sean Hopkins. He's taken over his position. And so he is head of all of North American sales. So he's going to have some really important things to share with us. Make sure your team knows about it. We want to really support the call next Tuesday night, have as many people on as possible so he can see who the Heat team is. Mwah. So everybody.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Congratulations, Patty.